Okay, this is video 5 for the UFlyit Satellite and Space Elevator Simulator. Just made some improvements and got them uploaded to the site, and I just want to go over them. Obviously, the first, most obvious one is the colored buttons, which I like. I added two different backdrops, the spacey backdrop or the paper-like backdrop. And I also added a better way to see the dots. Let me see if I can clear the trail here and show you. By hitting the 1 and the 2 key, you can make the dots fatter or smaller, which is nice for being able to see on the videos. Another thing with these rings, sometimes they were hard to see in the earlier videos. Let me zoom out a bit. I got rid of the buttons that increased the size, but I made some keys. The 4 and the 3 key take care of that, making them bigger and smaller, easier to see. Alright, let's talk about these two buttons here, Trail Center, Earth or Moon, and Trail Rotation, off or on. When the trail rotation is off, well, the trail rotation doesn't matter right now because the trail's not showing, so let's show the trail. So the trail rotation is off, and it shows the path of the spaceship in inertial space. I'll speed that up a bit. And but if we turn the trail on, it shows trail rotation on. It shows the path of the spaceship in relation to the rotating system, essentially from the point of view of somebody on the space elevator, which is rotating at the rate that the Earth is rotating. So let's show you an example of that. I'll turn it off now, so you can see that the satellite, even though it's showing this bizarre pattern, it's actually flying in the same ellipse in inertial space. So let's go back to the 66% level, and I'll turn the trail off, clear the trail, and I'll slow this down a little bit. Okay, we'll drop it from here, and with the trail rotation on, we will see how it goes, and we'll speed it up. And you can see, obviously, it starts falling straight down, but once it starts moving down, it moves forward because it speeds up. It's like going downhill. And in this case, at 66, as we've seen before, it just misses the Earth, and now we'll stop it. And let's go back up to 66%, but let's go down a little bit. I'm going to use the Z key to go down, and let's see what happens at this level. And I'll release it and then speed it up again. See what happens. And from that level, it crashes. Wronk. Alright, so let's clear the trail, and let's go to let's see what the fully developed pattern, how a pattern happens. Let's see. So let's go to 66% again, and clear the trail. The trail's on, and let's raise the go up a little bit, and I'll clear the trail again and release it and go. The trail rotation's on. You can see it forms some interesting patterns. I'll make it go a little faster. Zoom out. and again, take the trail rotation off, and it's the same old ellipse. Alright, I'm still talking about these two buttons here, trail center, earth or moon, and trail rotation on or off. And I'm also going to talk about these horizon orientation, which I've mentioned before. But what I've done now is I've manipulated or maneuvered myself to be in orbit around the moon. Let me zoom in on that. And I'll turn the trail, clear the trail off so it moves a little faster here. Zooming in, oops, zooming in. And you can see this, the spaceship is going around the moon. But there's something strange about it. It's not, the trail isn't showing it going around the moon. The trail is showing it being, in relation to Earth. It's still going around the Earth because the moon is going around the Earth. So let's, that's why I have this button here called the trail center. This represents, the trail represents a position relative to the Earth right now, and if I press on this button, it gives its position relative to the moon, and also its position it displays the trail relative to the moon. So you can see that kind of fixes things, makes things a little bit more intuitive, and there we go. Let me clear the trail again, speed it up a little bit. Now, how is this different than what happens when I put the trail rotation on and off here? You can see that this is in inertial space, and it isn't the trail. This isn't quite a perfect ellipse. It changes every time because of the influence of the Earth's gravity. As you get closer to the moon, it won't be so changing, but you'll notice that in inertial space with the trail rotation off, it still is roughly in the same. The axis of the orbit is the same, is always oriented the same inertially. However, sometimes you want to see how it orbits relative to the line between the Earth and the moon. So if you're standing on the moon looking up at the Earth, you'll notice that the perigee seems to be rotating toward the west, simply because the moon is rotating itself. So the way you can make it show a trail that kind of shows you the position, how the thing orbits compared to as if the direction toward the Earth is inertial, is to turn the trail rotation on. So I'm going to do that, and you'll see it moves around a bit. Let me clear the trail a bit and connect the dots. And as that goes along, in the rotating trail on, it's rotating at the rate that the moon is moving around the Earth. Whereas if the trail center was the Earth, the rotation rate would be different. Would be the rotation rate of the Earth. So anyway, think about this a little bit and play with it. As you change the settings, you get different things that are expected or unexpected. But read the instructions and try to figure it out and play with it, and there you go. Let's see. Okay, I was flipping back and forth between the trail-centered trail and the Earth-centered trail and the Moon-centered trail, and you can see that when it's Earth-centered, in this case, it's just a squiggly orbit around the Earth. But when it's in Moon-centered, it shows you that it's from the point of view, its moon is circular. But what happened was, when I was pushing these buttons, I accidentally turned moon gravity off, which caused it to fly out of its expected path, and which surprised me. And so I'll have to move that button around somewhere, so it's not easy to do accidentally. So watch out for that.